Amy Duggar King, one of the most outspoken members of the extended Duggar family, has just dropped a heartbreaking and emotional bombshell that has shocked fans and left many concerned. In a gut-wrenching post, Amy revealed that her husband, Dillon King, is currently battling what she described as possible life-threatening medical concerns. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Fans are now reeling from the news, and the internet is swirling with speculation, questions, and deep concern over what exactly is happening to Dillon. So what do we know? Amy, who is known for her fierce independence and willingness to break away from the Duggar family's ultra-conservative beliefs, took to social media in a vulnerable moment to share a deeply personal update. In a short but chilling message, she revealed that Dillon's health has taken a very serious turn, and the situation might be worse than anyone expected. The message read, "Please keep my husband in your prayers. We're navigating some possible life-threatening medical concerns and doing our best to stay strong. God is in control." Those few lines were enough to send shockwaves across Duggar Nation. Immediately, fans began asking what happened. Is it an accident? A chronic illness? A sudden medical emergency? Amy didn't elaborate further, but what's clear is that whatever Dillon is going through, it's serious enough to be considered life-threatening. As of now, the exact nature of Dillon's condition has not been revealed, and Amy has asked for privacy while they deal with the situation. But that hasn't stopped fans from pouring out support and from raising alarm over how sudden this health scare appears to be. Dillon King, Amy's husband since 2015, has been a strong presence in her life, often standing by her side as she distanced herself from the controversial Duggar family dynamic. He's been outspoken in supporting Amy's decisions, whether that meant cutting ties with certain family members, speaking out against abuse, or raising their son Daxton in a more progressive, open-minded household. In many ways, Amy and Dillon became a symbol of what it looks like to break free from toxic traditions, and now that strong partnership is being tested like never before. In recent months, Dillon had appeared healthy and active, often posting about fitness, family adventures, and their life together. That's what makes this sudden update even more terrifying for fans. One day everything seemed fine, and now Amy is preparing for the worst. Friends and followers have flooded Amy's Instagram and social media with prayers and kind words. One fan wrote, "I'm so sorry you're going through this, praying for healing, strength, and peace for both of you." Another commented, "You've always been so strong, Amy. We're behind you 100% and sending love." Amy has always had a complicated relationship with her famous family. Unlike her cousins, she didn't grow up under the strict rules of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. In fact, she often spoke out against the harsh courtship system, the lack of education for the girls, and the way her family handled the Josh Duggar scandal. Over time, she became one of the few voices willing to tell the truth, even when it meant alienation from the rest of the clan. Now, in the face of this terrifying medical crisis, Amy is leaning on her own faith, her fans, and her immediate circle for support. Though she didn't name names, sources close to Amy say she's not receiving much help from the Duggar side of the family, which isn't surprising given her outspoken criticism of them in recent years. One insider said, "Amy and Dillon have always done things their own way. They've built their life outside the Duggar bubble, and they're strong. But this is testing them like never before." So what's next? Right now, the family is waiting on further medical results. Amy has made it clear she won't be sharing details until they know more. But her use of the phrase life-threatening has many fans bracing for the worst. Some have speculated about heart issues, a sudden diagnosis, or even a neurological concern, though again, none of this has been confirmed. What we do know is that Amy and Dillon are going through one of the darkest chapters of their lives right now, and they need support. In one emotional post that followed the health announcement, Amy shared a photo of her holding Dillon's hand, writing only, "We're in this together, no matter what." It was a stark, simple reminder of the love they share and how fragile life can be. Many fans remember Amy and Dillon's sweet wedding back in 2015, which stood in stark contrast to the typical Duggar ceremonies. Amy wore a fitted gown, walked down the aisle to non-religious music, and shared a kiss that lasted more than a second, something unheard of in Duggar culture. Since then, the two have built a life full of love, honesty, and authenticity. They welcomed their son, Daxton, in 2019, and have often posted about the joys and struggles of parenting. Their social media has always been full of life, laughter, and realness. But now those joyful posts have gone quiet. Fans are holding their breath, waiting for the next update, and praying that it's a positive one. As of now, Amy has not announced any hospital name, diagnosis, or prognosis. Some believe she's waiting to hear from specialists or running tests before saying anything further. And it's possible she's simply not ready to face the reality of the situation out loud. Can you blame her? Watching a loved one suffer through a medical emergency is terrifying, especially when you have a child, a life to manage, and the weight of public attention on your shoulders. Amy Duggar King has been a survivor her whole life, of family drama, of media scrutiny, and of personal pain. And now she's being tested once again, but fans believe she'll rise to the occasion. One commenter said it best: "You stood up to the strongest storms before. This time we'll be your shelter. You're not alone." It's unclear how serious Dillon's condition truly is, but what's very clear is that the love between Amy and Dillon is real, deep, and strong. And if anyone can fight through a crisis like this, it's the two of them. Stay tuned for updates and keep the King family in your thoughts and prayers. Jinger Duggar thrills fans with totally unexpected TLC crossover photo. Jinger Duggar thrills fans with totally unexpected TLC crossover photo originally appeared on Parade. Counting on alum, Jinger Duggar recently turned heads while posing with an unexpected fellow TLC star, Lydia Plath of Welcome to Plathville. On Sunday, June 1, Jinger, 31, took to Instagram with a carousel of photos that likely made fans do a double take. Weekend Things. The reality TV personality, 31, who shares 3 children, Felicity, 6, Evangeline, 4, and Finnegan, 1 month, with her husband, Jeremy Vullo, captioned her update. In the post, the busy mom included snaps of herself, her kids, Jeremy, and other friends. However, eagle-eyed followers noticed Lydia, 21, in the final picture and couldn't help but point out the surprising friendship. One Instagram user shared, "All woo a visit from Lydia and her new husband," as a different follower declared, "Whoa, Lydia Plath? How cool." Another commented wondered, "Is that Lydia Plath? Love this." To that, Jinger sent a direct reply, writing, "Yes." Someone else commented, "You look like you had an absolutely fabulous weekend filled with so many wonderful blessings and memories. I love seeing Lydia too." Meanwhile, other fans looked forward to Jinger and Jeremy's upcoming podcast episode, likely featuring Lydia and her new husband, Zach Wise. One person wrote, "I can't wait to hear the episode with Lydia Plath." Another agreed, sharing, "Love it, can't wait for the Lydia Joy Plath app." Will your show be her podcast debut?